I have never seen a Walmart employee wear a hoodie before. Kind of feel like I need a gun around this area. It seems kind of bad. Well, regardless of the no overnight parking, city of Scottsdale signs, people still overnight park. I might give it a try. There's supposed to be a bait car in this parking lot or something. That would be interesting. I've never seen a Walmart warn that there's a bait car, and there are more black people in this area, so that gets my attention. But I did see one of them bicycles, Ofo or Lime bike. They got Lime S scooters, because they see that that's a potential business not far from the Walmart. It gets that busy around here. I'm looking to see if Home Depot has any overnight warning signs. It looks like they might. Yeah, the Home Depot's warning signs say just simply customer parking. They got a wall. You can't just like walk onto the parking lot at Home Depot. They got a nice wall. Yeah, it's about 3 feet high. You can easily jump over it, but it's a little discouraging. I kind of like it. I think this would be, and I thought beforehand as well, I think this would be a better place to overnight park. Well, I didn't expect to see it, and there's no warning signs about it, about solicitation. I don't see any Mexicans hanging out in this Home Depot parking lot. It's early enough. It's a weekend. If it is happening, they're just sitting in their car right now. But it doesn't seem likely. A lot of times Home Depot will put a sign. You'll know that there are a lot of Mexicans hanging out in the parking lot when Home Depot puts a sign saying no soliciting. Maybe a lot of that Mexican hanging out in the Home Depot parking lot is confined to the northern, or it's just the whole California coast area. I really haven't. Well, I might have seen it in Idaho, just not further south. The closer you get to the border, the less likely Mexicans probably hang out in the parking lot. They want to do it further north, maybe. This is a really bad logo. I can't read M3V. I had to look at it several times just to read it. Sure, I could pick up on the nail bar, but why don't you just call it the nail bar? Harley Davidson in Scottsdale seems like a big deal. This is a very, very artistic style. I can see restrooms. Restrooms to the right. Very artistic style show floor. Front and back. They got a huge American flag behind tinted windows. What is it, like 7 a.m.? There's somebody inside already. They get started early. It's totally legal, I believe. I should remove my doors. I get a little nervous when I see a sheriff set up their mobile office right in front of the Walmarts. That makes me nervous for overnight parking. So it doesn't say the weekends are excluded. I think that's stupid that if it does include the weekends. Alright, this tire dropped down to 20 within less than a month. So something's up with this back tire. Alright, I think it's starting to show when it rubs on the inner well here. It looks like it's wearing down a little bit. Compared to this other side, it definitely is a difference in appearance. Is there a parking meter person out on the weekends?
No.
Okay, it's just the weekdays.
There.
3 hour limit weekdays.
Is that what it says out there?
Well, it doesn't. You know, a lot of places say that, you know, well, like weekends are accepted or something. You know, there's an exception, but you know, I don't know. Like, I get the impression it's maybe for the school.
It's
but,
probably,
I mean,
probably for well, you shouldn't. No, you can. If you're in the building today, the whole time we're open.
No,
it's
a 3 hour limit for the library parking lots. You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't matter if you're in the building or not. It's if your car is in the lots. And I'm just curious.
Honestly, sir, that's the first I've heard that. I wouldn't.
Well,
I wouldn't
have
worry.
You seen the sign? You're aware of the sign?
No, we park in the staff parking, so I have
okay,
not.
You have a sign out there. We could walk out there and I could show you it.
No, I believe you.
Okay.
I've never heard of anyone ever getting ticketed in the 4 years that I've been in this building.
They may not come to you and say, "Hey, I got a you know," but maybe somebody would know. Is there maybe a supervisor?
I'm the boss today, so I can when I get logged in.
You'll pay for my ticket if I get it.
No, I won't.
See, that's the thing. You don't. I'm concerned about it because it doesn't say it's ARS. It's an ARS code for the parking lots, and I just need to know: are weekends an exception? Did they put that as a part of the code?
I would have to look up the code, and like I said, I need to get the building open and logged in, and I can certainly research that for you. But like I said, I can look up that AR
That's something you should
code.
be aware of, maybe.
Like I said, we've never had anybody, no reports of anyone ever being ticketed. It's probably more enforced at Mustang and Civic Center because of their locations.
Yeah, you might think that you guys have come to the city maybe and said, hey, we got problems here. We need some help.
Well, that I would be aware of if
you had
my
parking,
branch manager,
getting
so that's why I think,
overflowed, and
no. Usually we just have problems when there's a school event.
Okay,
and
you guys don't normally get like overfilled. It's usually during school events.
Like if there's a special event,
weekends
at the school,
aren't gonna really.
And then that's when we hire. That's usually when we have police officers to make sure our library patrons can find a parking spot.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect today to be too bad.
You should be fine today.
All right, that'll work.
If you would like me to look up stuff, I'm more than happy. But like I said, we've never had.
They could somebody could just say, hey, I feel like enforcing it today because it's in writing. But I mean, it's got to be under certain conditions to make it more reasonable to do that, to write a ticket to somebody. But it is in writing, so anybody could enforce it. But all right, if weekends or not, I don't know. They got one mean-looking mascot for a middle school. I think the Star Cleaners looks pretty neat to give you a nice glimpse inside of what's going on. All their sewing operations and pressing right in front of the window. Alright, 7 p.m. I waited till it got nighttime, dark time, before I checked for a parking spot, and I'm feeling better now. I think I found one in front of a preschool, I guess. They're not going to be open on Sunday. Nice open area. I don't want to go back to Walmart, especially with those 3 signs. No overnight parking, plainclothes policemen, and a bait car. I'll avoid that. Maybe tomorrow night I'll do like the Home Depot near there, and that'll help me stay away from the preschool. But I think I'd like to try to do the preschool 2 nights. Hang out at the library tomorrow. try to get out bicycling to the next library over. But my biggest challenge is getting on this extremely busy road. It's so extreme. It's just like the last place. Between the library and parking, it's like the road is just incredibly busy. These people just rush, mad dash from their homes to wherever they go, back and forth. You don't find many people walking. And this is a little concerning. They're blaming you. It's visible, consider it gone. Here at the Aquatic Center. Right next to the Aquatic Center is a skate park. It looks very nice, but there's nobody here. And it's 8 o'clock on a Saturday night when there'd be a lot of kids at other skate parks playing around. This one remains quite empty. No cars. It's kind of in a remote area, but there is a lot of housing around this area. User change. What? You need a pass? Oh my. So you can only exit. So they only get in through the Aquatic Center? Wow. Well, that explains. I've never seen such a limited access skate park before. That's interesting. See this box, I guess you'd use a pass so that so you could turn the turnstile the other way. I just ran into a hot pocket, a really warm area on this sidewalk. It's really strange. It's really chilly where I was at the Aquatic Center and around the skate park, and then all of a sudden, boom, it was like a cloud of heat. Unexplainable. Right, so it is only 8 a.m. on a Sunday. Shouldn't expect to see anybody, but I'll just comment that this is a huge parking lot for, it seems like a small trail. It's empty. That's what gets my attention. It's a nice big empty parking lot, but they have a sign that says no overnight parking. But it really looks like I could get away with it. Alright, should be a Safeway here. Oh yeah. Actually, I don't... Oh, here it is. Okay. I was at some Fine Foods instead. A little grave marker. Somebody left 6 oranges. I might come back for the rest. I got one. Heck, keep giving more. Alright, so I got my bathroom over here at the gas station. Library. I maybe parked a quarter of a mile away. Dog owners who have their dogs parked poop on the sidewalk are awesome. Alright, so there are some breathing problems with my injury, my rib injury. It's like when I lay on my left side, it feels like something is stuck in there for some reason. I'm really not one to fight sleep. When I get tired, I'll sleep it out. I'll let my body I'll give in and let my body do it, let it rest. But I'm still astounded sometimes how I can get so sleepy. All I've been doing is sleeping all this morning. The library's about to open up at 1. That gives me a little motivation and wakes me up. But it's like I try to give in to sleep whenever my body really says go ahead and, just shut down. And in Chinese medicine, sleeping in the winter time is more common. It's more acceptable to sleep more often. It's a time of rest. But when I want to work out, I hate to fight that urge. Sometimes I do. And that's a little frustrating. When I get a little extra boost of energy and want to work out hard, I try to focus on doing that as a countermeasure to the sleep. I can't quite figure out why I'm in such a bad mood. Is it because this area is so boring to me now? I just don't see anything of any interest to visit. And I've been sleeping so much too. That could be a part of the boredom. Make the most out of this flour for cooking. I keep forgetting about it until the last minute. In this case, I don't know what the best way to work with flour is. I just kind of threw it in the potatoes and beans. Or then hamburger and beans. It's a thickener. I like the taste of it, but can I cook it enough in the time it takes to cook the meat? Is that a good enough time, or will I be causing problems for myself with undercooked wheat? Throwing the flour in feels kind of like cooking with noodles. How do you cook hamburger helper noodles with the meat? Alright, I guess this could be called a finished product, adding the tomatoes in afterward. I cook the beans about the same time as the burger, and the beans are they're a little undercooked, too crunchy. It's just after 5 p.m. and I'm hearing coyotes yelling around these neighborhoods. They're a bit off in the distance, but I've never heard them yell with the sun still being up a little bit. It'd be kind of neat to climb these mountains, but they look so steep. I don't know where the access points would be. They look like they have a narrow access to climb into the top, if it's even possible. Are they sturdy? So they got 3 clocks counting down 33 minutes. One's over here. I have to get closer to see that. This looks very professional. It's the aquatic center. They got a good internet around here. I haven't established the location. It's through the city. Getting close to the building is good, and I think that's probably where it's located.